How much of your business is Spotify?
It's a big chunk. All streaming platforms, like at least the big ones, like Spotify, Apple, and Yandex, have a big Russian fan base.
Okay.
Those combined, I'm close to the 1.5 to 2 million streams a month. So that does make a substantial contribution to what I make.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of other elements in the ecosystem of things that I make that make me money. So merchandise, that's a whole nother strategy that I've kind of developed from my obsession, as you can probably see in the back, with sneakers, shoes. Just, I've been a big time sneakerhead since, the 80s, basically. So I've just watched how those releases, how, Nike does these shoe releases.
Yeah.
And I've kind of adapted that model into my merchandise. So everything's limited, timed. I know a strategy leading up to the release, how to get people excited. So yeah, merchandise is a big part of it. And then I do a lot of production on the side. I do video work on the side, remixes. And then there's collaborations too that I do that are not just like music merchandise, but stuff where we'll take the visual identity of, really what the Annex is, like the Blade Runner stuff you were talking about earlier, the neon, all that, and apply that to different items. And then that's another revenue source. So.
Right. So have you done your own shoe launch?
No, I wish. The problem is that I'm pretty dedicated to I only like Nike, Vans, and Converse.
Okay.
And to land one of those deals, you have to be like a Travis Scott or, someone.
Kanye West or something.
Yeah, someone billions of years in another, place than I am. So I'm just happy being a fan of the shoes. So.
Yeah. So when you sell your merch, what is the marketing process behind, hyping it up and getting people to actually grab it? Like, is it all organic now that you've built up this audience over the past 20-ish years or so, it sounds like? Or is there ad strategy behind it? Is there just organic content production, or do you have a giant email list? Like, what's the biggest mover of your products?
We've never done ads for any of my merchandise, and usually the newsletter from Fix, the label I'm signed to, that usually goes out after the stuff's already sold out. So it's really just organic traffic from Instagram. That's kind of the main driver of all of it is all on Instagram. So let's say I'm going to release something on Friday. Starting Monday of that week, I'll start with just giving small bits of information out about what's coming. Mm-hmm. And you have to understand, this is also 3 years of repeating this process. So the fans know what to expect. They know that on Friday when it comes out, they have to be on the website exactly at 9 a.m. ready to buy. And then usually the stuff sells out sometimes in an hour, sometimes by midday, and sometimes it doesn't. You never really know. And when we started it, the whole point was, again, trying to be as efficient as possible. I didn't want to carry huge inventory. I didn't want to order more, items than I knew I could sell. And it was trying to figure out what that sweet spot was. So sometimes we would, after the launch, we'd be like, damn, we could have made another 50 of those. Or sometimes we should have made 30 less of those. So it's just been trying to ride that line and knowing when to pull the product. Like if it's not selling, just kill it. Don't leave it up forever. And if you go to the Fix web store, you don't really see any of my merch there because usually it's there for a day and then we blow through it and then it's gone. So I get messages a lot asking, when's your next shirt going to come out? When are you going to have stuff for sale? And it's just all part of the learning process. The fans that know, they know how to get it. They know the game to play, and that's really what it is.
Wow.
But I do put a lot of work into making the assets for it. So I see a lot of bands when they're doing a shirt, they'll just use mock-ups of the shirt, just digital blanks, and they'll put the logo on it or the graphic, and that's really all they'll use. Some of my stuff I'll do like full videos, like commercials for it, basically.
Yeah.
I'll do multiple photo sets, graphic stuff, as much as I can, different formats for stories. So I really try to hit every angle to show the merchandise within the universe I've created as far as the brand look and identity.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take a picture of her shirt on a wooden table. That's not sell the shirt. Yeah. So I'll get the shirt. I'll go down to downtown LA, find some shady looking place to take photos at night. And then it just all has to look like it's from the same place.